How you doing, everybody? My name is Kinesis, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Carly is joining me today, as usual. We're going to be trying to finish up Robert's arc, which is, no, not really my favorite. I'm willing to give it a chance, but he's not all that interesting to me.
I like his passion about movies.
I like his passion about movies.
I'm going to play with a titty.
Okay. Careful, the nipple comes off now.
Yeah.
Did you pull it off?
On accident.
You pulled my nipple off?
We have, it's like a squishy...
Don't show it, we have to censor that.
It's a stress toy.
Shaped like a boob.
Like a boob. We really have to censor the fake nipple?
Probably.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
I had a lot of fun with Robert the last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times on Dad Book. Says he hasn't even read them. Hasn't even seen him come out of his house, actually. I decided to send him one last message, figuring this will produce the same result. I walk away from the computer because at this point, I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work, the house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for a minute.
I can't remember. Did we do something different?
No, it tasted really good, remember?
Okay.
More cherries.
Oh, the next track works. I mean, we got the good kind, so.
I'm leading a double life.
Yeah.
The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. I decide to check Dad Book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. Huh. Hope he's okay. I turn out the lights and lie down.
Ding. Hey, Marley. Hey, Marley. Hey, I'm outside. Ooh, that's different.
Come outside. Hey, Marley. Hey, Marley. What is that? I'm on the verge of falling asleep. I walk over to it, ready to turn it off, when I notice what's happening on screen. Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out here. I look out my window, and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. I open my door to try and figure out what's going on.
Hey.
Hey.
Wanna hang?
I was kind of sleeping.
That's no fun. Come hang out.
I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well live a little, air quotes. Sure.
Cool. You plan on going out like that?
I look down and realize that I am, in fact, not wearing pants.
I mean, I don't mind.
Right. 1 second. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and a jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside.
Ready?
Ready.
Hop in.
I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car and we drive out of the cul-de-sac. How do you silently start a car?
Without saying anything?
Okay.
You like Tom Waits? I don't know who that is.
Hold on, I'm looking up who Tom Waits is.
Got the perfect ruler. Weapons and supplies.
That's who I thought it was. Yeah. It's this dude.
Gotcha. But you need a place to track your stuff. Sure.
It's 80s dad rock.
Cool.
I look. Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits, all right. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. I like the stickers on his truck, though. That's cute. Pineapple!
Those are I have kids stickers.
Yeah, they are. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. Robert?
Oh, I heard you.
He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've gotten myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something a bit more there that I can't place.
Are you okay? I wouldn't make small talk. Just ask him if he's okay.
Oh?
Just Peachy. Stop looking so nervous.
I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Just hang on, we're almost there.
Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too.
What are you waiting for?
I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. Oh, we're on Makeout Hill! I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's all so gorgeous. Just like Robert.
This is where I come to masturbate.
What?
I'm kidding. What's wrong with you? This is my little spot where I come to think.
And masturbate.
And also masturbate.
It's nice.
Oh?
You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective.
While you're masturbating. Robert reaches behind him and pulls his dick out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight. Suddenly I realize what it is. Oh shit, that's a knife! Oh. Please don't stab me! Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood.
Of course he whittles.
Please don't stab me with that either. Robert takes a knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it. Oh. I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways.
Did you think I was gonna stab you just now?
What? No.
Hate to break it to you, but I did in fact bring you out here to harvest your organs.
Play along.
Play along.
Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will. 2 steps ahead of you at all times, that's how I operate.
Nothing gets past you, huh?
Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me.
I'm gonna warn you, the last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct?
I honestly can't tell when you're kidding.
I have so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. Relatable.
Yeah, and I laugh.
Have you ever whittled before?
Considering I'm not a grandpa, no.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I just thought you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check.
Marley, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you even tried speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. I had a stroke.
Yeah?
What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick.
If you say so. Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground, perfect for potential whittling and masturbation. I pick it up.
The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it.
You gotta stroke with the grain, you know? Not against the grain.
If you cut against the grain, the wood is gonna splinter.
Isn't the most important thing safety?
No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands.
I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They are very nice hands.
You can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs. This guy's a total dork. I actually really... Oh, is it a minigame?
No!
Yes!
What do I have to do? I don't understand.
Can I try?
Oh.
There you go. Are you gonna make a dick? Ooh, pointy. That's a good start. What is it? Knitting needle.
It's a knitting needle.
But only one. You
made
made
a useless knitting needle.
Tell me about this one. Popsicle stick?
It's a flatworm.
Okay, go for it. Gross. I am way enjoying this. What's the story here? Maybe looked up. It's working. I think you could take me to fight. Probably.
Tough guy accessory. So silly.
This one's the dildo. An egg.
It's a chicken nugget.
I
don't have enough money to buy chicken nuggets.
Chicken nugget.
Ouija board planchette? I don't even know what that is.
Please don't eat that.
You made Robert uncomfortable.
Nice form. What's it supposed to be? That doesn't.
It's Louisiana.
It's you.
Good old Louisiana. Beautiful place. Got stabbed there once, you know. Or was it Kentucky?
You know, it was probably Louisiana. I'm from
It was
Louisiana.
probably Louisiana that he got stabbed in.
Interesting. What do we have here? It's a stick.
You made a chopstick.
Oh, that's a big piece of wood. Ah! If you keep this up, you'll be whittling pro in no time. No friend.
It's a new friend.
He's beautiful. I'm happy for you.
Yay!
It's really cute. Is it a tail? Oh my gosh. Rotate him?
I
You
can't. The spirit of the Mustang.
Big old dog. Big
Big
old
old
dog.
dog.
He's a dog person. I think you're taking some artistic license here, but I can respect that.
It's a horse.
No, it is a very large dog.
Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood and masturbating. I think I'm getting the hang of masturbating. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's working on. Ah, the old twisting motion. Ah, I see. It's a smaller wooden knife? Ah! Well, I'm distracted. The knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. Robert is lost in carving, doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. I'm bleeding to death. Robert finally looks over.
Hey.
Reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff did this guy keep in there? He pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb.
Hold tight.
He hops off the truck and I hear him rummage around. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic into the cut. With surprisingly...
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of
I
antiseptic.
don't know.
Make sure to keep that cut clean.
It's oddly touching and a little sexy. I guess I'm a real whittler now.
That you are. Be careful, though. They're attracted to the smell of blood.
Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood?
Cryptids. Ton of them out here, you know. I like Robert.
Cryptids, like Mothman and stuff?
Mothman is bullshit, but yeah. This town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences.
You're joking.
Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself. Or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend, like Joseph's children.
I think about my
Creepy
entire
fucking
time in the
kids.
city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad.
You ever heard of the Dover Ghost?
I don't think so.
Well, let me tell you a story.
There.
I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pup. Pit bull, real intimidating. I feel safe with her around. First night goes without incident. I get some solitude, Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day, I get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning. It gets a little late and we set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. I can hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels. Nothing. Dead silent. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life. Right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing, nobody's there. I take a shot, and a miss.
And a miss.
And a miss.
And a fire again. And a fire again. And a miss.
And a
I missed
miss.
both times.
But there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know someone, something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know that I should be too. And then I see it in the distance. A man, but if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it, it just looked wrong. Big, arms too long for its body, black eyes. It just stood there and stared at me.
It was probably a tree.
Justin Bieber. That was the perfect actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf reference, and I just totally...
I feel like it would actually have been Justin Bieber.
Then it disappears. I hear one yell from Betsy and I turn around to check on her, but she's gone into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night, and I don't think I've slept right ever since.
You're lying. No.
Save and try both.
I kind of want to believe him. That's a good ghost story.
This is terrible.
It's terrible. Wow. Robert.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost.
A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl.
If it's Mary, I'm gonna shit myself.
Okay, Robert, real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me, right?
I was messing with you up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up.
I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away, I barely can make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something.
That's you, honey.
Do you see that?
We should go.
Whoa.
Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights and we make a slow crawl away back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that?
The Dover ghost, I guess.
I chuckle nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve?
Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves.
We sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of whatever that was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city.
Thanks for coming out. This was fun. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. Had to get out of the house. Had to be around somebody.
You doing okay, man? Robert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette while he's driving. It's amazing. His extra arms come in so much handiness.
Hey.
Been doing a lot of thinking.
He takes a long drag.
As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in the sea of regret. I was so busy chasing after these things I thought would make me happy that I didn't think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think.
Hey.
Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he stares at the road.
Maybe I'm just built like this. Or maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's just my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am. Who's this kid again?
We haven't met his kid. I try to think of something to say. I remember all the times in my life when I've been sad, and there's a great many of them, but there was always a light at the end of the tunnel. Something I held on to that kept me going. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. I'm glad you told me.
Yeah.
I love my edgy, depressed boy! It must have taken a lot for you to want to tell somebody this. You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be.
Do you ever wish you were a better father?
I think about it for a second.
Always.
All the time. You can read all the parenting books you want, but nothing will ever prepare you for raising a child. There's so much stuff I regret or wish that I could have done better, but I don't have the answers. I don't know if anyone does.
It's funny. I look at you in your relationship with your daughter and it seems perfect.
It isn't.
At least you're there for her.
I stare out the window at the blur of passing trees. I just hope I'm a better father to my kid than my dad was to me.
What did your dad do?
It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet, stoic. Don't think he ever once told me that he loved me. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mom.
Oh. Do you hate him?
No. I used to, but after I became a parent, I just kind of feel bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I think about all the happiest moments in my life, they're all with Amanda and Alex. He just wasn't there. It hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in that Belarusian prison.
What?
I turn and smile at him. No, he's retired in Florida with my mom. We go there every Christmas. That's fucking great. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place as I'm about to close the passenger door. I realize that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him.
You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it.
Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Robert smirks, then pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine.
It's such a
He
big...
gets out and waves. Have a safe drive home. Glad you had a safe drive. Glad you had a safe drive.
Fucking...
I tiptoe into the house, careful to not wake Amanda up.
Whoa, where'd you come from?
I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water.
I thought you were sleeping.
Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting.
That's dope. You know the Mothman is bullshit, right?
Amanda laying... You know what, it's fine. I think about the conversation I had with Robert in the car as Amanda starts walking towards her room. Hey, Amanda? She stops. I love you.
It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that, but I love you too. Night.
I chuckle to myself, then finally decide to go to bed. They really stepped up the production value in episode 5. They really did. Well, it wasn't a B movie.
I don't think this is going to be S-class. I think maybe we just got an A.
Why?
I don't know. I felt like we missed a prompt or something.
It's okay.
Still good, though.
Yeah, we got a couple of just hearts, and no S's, but a couple of hearts and no grapefruits.
Eggplants. Alright.
Final Robert Day! Alright. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please go kick tomorrow's butt, because if you don't, it's going to kick yours, and can't wait to see you on the next adventure. And as always...
Huh?